Nice shoes.
Hey, thank you. These are my All Saints.
Nice. Some good boots. Are they suede?
They are. They're like that super, super soft leather.
Yeah.
It's like inside out leather. It's like the back, like the underneath of the cow.
Yes, the good part of it.
Yeah, they were on sale at the All Saints store for like 70% off.
That's nice. No ad. Shout out to All Saints.
All right.
You know, we bargain shop.
I love that.
We hunt and we searching for them deals,
70%,
baby.
It looks like it's 70% off.
Let's
I love
not.
that.
Your shoes look free.
They're socks.
Boom, roasted.
And I wore them because it reminds me of Oreos. And I love Oreos.
Did you go to All Saints, the store, or did you go to Bloomingdale's or Macy's?
store.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
What is your favorite department store out of all the department stores?
Nordstrom.
I do love Nordstrom.
They have good shit. But every time I'm in there, I never walk out with something.
Nordstrom has affordable deals. Bloomingdale's is really nice. It's just so expensive.
Who's more affordable, Macy's or Nordstrom's?
Macy's is more affordable.
Okay. Nordstrom, I have no image of, I've been in a Nordstrom, but I don't know the identity of Nordstrom. Like the branding of Macy's, we got the little red bag and stuff. I know what the vibe is at Macy's.
Nordstrom is gray.
Right.
Gray. Gray with white letters.
What's at the Grove?
The Nordstrom.
But
also there's Nordstrom Rack.
Oh, and that's if you like
that's
really,
where the good deals are.
Pinching pennies,
but I don't know. I think for women, Nordstrom Rack is a good time. Nordstrom Rack is a guy, though. Sometimes I'm like,
you gotta hunt.
Some of that, I'm like, it makes sense why this did not get sold.
But you know what? As a guy, I love shopping. It's so much easier. I feel bad for girls. I'll walk through the women's department. I'm just like, I am so glad I'm not a girl having to fucking shop. It seems like a mission to have to shop for a girl.
I just always like the women's clothing on a hanger.
What idea
what it looks like on you.
No idea what the item is.
More of like
you
these
just don't know what it's supposed to
hanging
look
on
like on you. And
you gotta weave your arm through like a certain thing to
There was a dad who wanted to show his wife that he organized the kids' clothes in the closet by color, and she's looking through them, and in one of the sections, he had one of her Skims bodysuits, and she was like, "What's this?" He goes, "It's black, like it goes with the blacks." And she was like, "This is mine," because they're so tiny.
That's funny.
That's really funny.
It was really
and her t-shirts are this big. I don't know how you pull those.
Every time you do laundry, my socks, you hold it in your hand like it's a newborn.
It's the cutest. I'll pick them up and I'll just be like
a little sock.
What size are you in men's feet?
What kind of question is
what
that?
size are you in women's?
Yeah, because I know my foot and it's like my brain knows men's feet.
My brain does not.
There is no such men's size for her.
It just doesn't exist.
The limit doesn't exist.
It's a kid's size.
I am a child size 3. So when I buy shoes, especially heels, I know. I've fit into a 12 before. The kids I babysit, they think it's so funny that we can share shoes. So we'll try on each other's shoes. So I could fit into a 12, but I am a 3. So heels are a nightmare. So I have to get them on special websites. Because no child
is wearing heels that she wants.
I want a stiletto and I just can't get it. So
make these in 4-year-old size.
It's really hard because there's certain there's certain heels that go with certain dresses and outfits, and I just don't own them because I can't fit in them. They're just too big. So I'll do a 5, but my whole foot has to be covered. It has to be a boot heel or something so I can stuff it with socks. And it's a whole, I know, it's a whole thing.
Do y'all pronate at all? Or do you know what that is?
What is that? Sounds disgusting.
She, her.
That caught me off guard. Oh, shit.
Pronating or pronation is some people, maybe their feet naturally shift out this way or they go inwards, and you have to have inserts for your shoes apparently to
I think you do.
I have something really weird with my feet. When I was younger, I broke my right foot, the side of it right here, this bone.
Yeah.
And I was in a cast for such a long time that they ended up giving me the boot walker thing to go over the cast. It was a flat shoe that I would strap over the cast.
Right.
And I couldn't walk with my foot forward because it would clunk. You couldn't bend your ankle. So I would turn my foot to the side so I could just roll over it easier.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
And I got so used to walking like that with the boot that my foot
You're
now
trained
is
now.
always out like this.
Really?
Just my
Yeah.
right foot is always turned out, and I can't fix it. I try to get it to go this way, and it like hurts to
How
walk
long were you in the
straight.
cast for?
A few months, but
A few months got you still walking like that?
it just happened. I don't know why. And then also when I drive, I think like, because I put my foot in front of the brake and I have this open to the gas, and I do this for the gas. And when I want to brake, I just do that.
Oh,
That's crazy.
So it's this and then brake.
all because of that boot. Wait, what year of your? How old were you? Like high school?
No, it was elementary school.
Oh my gosh, that
Hey,
long.
it's been like
that's
that.
a problem.
Oh,
I
then
know.
I don't think there's. You can't fix it.
No,
I need
I've tried.
I need
It's
something
not-
like that because I hate that I'm pigeon toed, and you see it like extra when I'm drunk. Like I really let it go because like I pay attention to it when I'm just like most of the time, and then when I'm drunk and I'm dancing, you just see this, and it's so embarrassing. I'm like, oh my god, it just makes me look like a giant baby, and I hate that. Like
I'm heel heavy. You can hear me walking from
Heavy.
Mom. You can tell I'm here.
Brian, me
Like,
too.
my
I'm a
dad-
heavy walker.
It's like,
Heavy
where,
walker.
are you going somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, or I'm like,
I'm always on it. My dad would call me a bull in a china shop. Like
Yeah.
I am heavy on my feet. Like for a dancer, it's horrible.
With your small feet too. I'm
But
surprised.
I know.
It's just
I'm
only
so
heel.
damn
That's
heavy.
all it is. It's just
Yeah.
a ball. That's just.
all right, let's
should
run
roll
that
that
intro.
All right, baby. Come on now.
It's coffee time, baby.
baby.
Let's go.
Ooh, hot it
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered, baby. I'm Zane,
I'm Heath.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mariah.
and I'm hungover.
How much did
you really are.
Before we continue the episode, we got big news, people. Listen up.
That's right. Our favorite zero sugar energy drink accelerator just dropped a new variety pack, baby.
That's right, folks. You can now get the top sellers, Rocket Pop, Cherry Ass Pop, and Tropical Punch all in one pretty little 12-pack, baby. Perfect for anything you do in your busy lives, my babies.
And guess what, baby? These variety packs are available on Amazon right now. You better go get some. Go ahead, scoot your booch. Hurry up.
You guys are going to want to get there quick because not only do these things got zero sugar, they got accelerated metabolism. They got no artificial preservatives. You better hit that link in the bio and go because I'm about to blow. Yo,
Okay. Period.
Again, make sure to get it on Amazon. Thank you, Accelerate, for being a part of our lives, and thank you for sponsoring today's episode. We love you so much.
I
Mwah.
love you.
How much did you drink last night?
A lot. We've had a rough week. We really have, and I just let it all out. I really did. I wanted to, what did I tell you guys before we left?
You said I'm
only
having
going
a
for 15 minutes. I'm sober. I'm saying hi. I want to show Patricia support. And I get there, or we're on the way, and I look over at everybody. I'm like, hey guys, I'm so sorry. I think I might take a shot as soon as we get there. He's like, that's okay. I
Do
get
you,
there, I take
baby?
a shot, and then I take another one, and then I take another one. I see everybody. I'm like, yeah. And they leave, and I don't go home with them.
Oh,
And that was it. And that was the end of my streak.
well, good. But good on you. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was amazing. As soon as I walked in, I think the music really helped.
Yes.
Because I wasn't expecting that. Like in my head, you go to a LA bar
Good
and it's
vibe
like
songs.
Yes.
it was like what was the song I heard? It was definitely country of some sort. And I walked in like, I don't even like country, but like it felt good walking to something different than normal.
Me and Matt were locked on, just like the
My
and we were
windows.
recreating the whole scene from School of Rock.
It'll be very educational. Tomorrow. Yeah.
And you
no.
got me fired. As soon as we walked in, I saw Patricia's family was there, which was really cool. So that made me like enjoy it.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
nice.
it was nice. It was nice. I love
It's a
family.
good
So
birthday.
they all flew out here to celebrate her birthday, and now you guys are all leaving tonight to go somewhere else.
Tonight.
Patricia and I, we are going somewhere, but her family is not coming. So Patricia and I, we just got invited to go on a trip. We leave tonight, and I want you guys try to guess where you thinking.
Oh.
It would be
Space.
space. It is
Honestly,
not
There are
space.
people going
Honestly,
to
good
space.
The way
guess.
you built it up.
Like, oh yeah, we're joining Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos. Like,
what
wow.
I
I
thought it
wouldn't
was
have been
fake.
surprised.
I thought it was fake. I'm like worried for them. I'm worried for like
Did
these.
Katy
Yes, she's. What if it?
And
What?
poor is it Gail King also who's going? Gail King was like doing an interview, and it looked like she doesn't want to go. I'm like, then don't go.
Don't go to space. It's so it would just be so terrible if something happened. Everyone saw that on national TV.
I just don't understand why we're sending celebrities up there.
We just don't need to do that. They're not trained.
Yes. Like, even if I was seriously that rich and that popular, I don't know.
Matt, that made me literally go, enough.
Right.
Just stop. Enough. Stay. Just fucking, you don't need to be in a
We have
spaceship.
so much to worry about down here.
We still have astronauts stuck in space that aren't coming back for over a year.
And we have rockets that go up and go kaboom kind of often.
But,
Like,
but you know Katy Perry's trying to come back after that album. She's like, I'm gonna be something now. I'm gonna try to go into space.
So I wrote this song when I was on the rocket.
Kiss me, kiss me. It's gonna be a whole music video.
Interstellar.
All right, sorry. continue.
So not going to the moon.
I'm not going to the moon. But we are going international.
Is it a crazy area?
Crazy? Yeah.
Not crazy, but just something we wouldn't think about.
Far.
Guam.
Russia.
Warmer.
Not
Russia.
Florida.
More
Florida.
More south. And actually, this is one of the most popular destinations right now in terms of like pop culture. A lot of people
Bora Bora.
so close, but there's a
Asian.
yes.
Thailand.
Yes.
Whoa. Why are you
Very
going
cool.
to Thailand?
We're
What's
going
in
to
Thailand?
Thailand.
Is it for White Lotus?
Yeah.
No way.
Cool.
We're going and staying at the resort. But
You're staying at the White Lotus, like that hotel. It's not called the White Lotus, but
oh my God, this is happening so fast. I don't even know how to say it. Koh Samui. Yeah.
you got invited by that hotel to stay there.
Yeah.
Is it like one of those like trips where you like get invited, you stay there, you post, and then
Yeah, dude, the whole experience. There's a package basically where they're having a White Lotus thing at the hotel. You'll see it all when the deal comes out. I
Matt,
just don't wanna say too much.
that's really.
I can't believe it.
That's really sick.
Yeah,
Cannot
that's cool.
believe it.
That's
So,
really cool. We're also watching the season. We're all watching.
Okay.
This season, so it's a really nice.
I gotta
hotel.
catch up. I've only seen episode 1, and now I'm like, well, we're gonna be staying there, so I gotta see it.
But I'm on episode 3. Why didn't I get them?
Get married, Zane. Get married.
I go, hey, I'm caught up. Like, why didn't I get just 3 episodes? No, that's
sick.
really sick. Oh my God.
I know.
This is
Matt, I need you to
gorgeous.
take like a video for me. Just like do a walkthrough. I want to see where everything is compared to like the show.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's different than what you like
Yeah,
expect.
because sometimes like on shows, like you think everything's filmed there, but then
Yeah.
sometimes they may like film it on a set or something. But I know it looks very, very cool.
Well, I
I'm
can't
very,
wait to
very
see
excited.
the TikToks.
I can't wait.
Buddhism.
We flew over the North Pole.
The North Pole.
It takes like 22
Yeah.
hours to get
It's a
there.
crazy
No.
long
22
flight.
hours.
Yes, and even 25 hours coming back.
Wait, is Singapore further than Thailand?
Singapore, I think, is above Thailand, but it's further than like Japan is like right across the Atlantic
Yeah.
Ocean past Hawaii.
It's the
Southeast
furthest
Asia.
point.
You have to go like further down, deeper into Asia. It's on a map. You think you know geography, and then you're zooming in. You're going, damn, I'm going
far.
this far. I mean, you've been to Singapore. How long was it for you to get there?
A long ass
But
flight.
you did it. So tonight we're going from LA to Singapore to Kaohsiung.
Oh, so it's further than Singapore. I'm guessing you're not going
It's like
this.
a 2-hour flight from Singapore to get to the Thailand place, but like 17
And
hours.
you're doing a nonstop, no layover.
No,
I don't think there's a nonstop
There
to
is a
Thailand
layover
from
in
here.
Singapore.
If you're flying on a 22-hour flight and you're paying that price, give a lay down seat.
I want give me bunk beds. Or
It's
just
a 20-hour
something.
flight.
I know, it's criminal what they do.
It's crazy.
It's like inhumane to like make a human like.
You're in a metal, you're in the sky. We already have fucking nerves flowing through our body. Give us a fucking lay down. It's 20 hours.
It is crazy though when you do those long flights like that, how you get fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
Like you're just sitting in the same seat, and all of a sudden you're like, breakfast, okay, you eat, and then like hours and hours go by, and then they come and bring like lunch, and you're like, this is weird. I haven't moved, and I've been served every meal of the day. It feels really.
It makes you feel kind of gross.
You're like, I didn't do anything. I haven't burned any energy. I've been sitting.
It's like you've been like in a hospital. Like you're
Yeah.
just stationary.
It's
and you're
really
like,
weird.
You can feel your body breathing the same air for 20 hours. It's like fucking gross. It's just like, that's why you feel like shit after
And
a
then
flight like that.
international, it's like, well, I guess I got to stay up because it's like 1 a.m. already, like there right now, and then it's 9 p.m. Then that means like it's already going to be fully daytime. So you just have to kind of
and you don't want to mess your sleep up.
Take lots of good pictures and videos.
Enjoy it. Why we're going. Very blessed, very grateful. It's unbelievable. But we're only really there for like 4 nights, and then we're back. But it's like a whole week of traveling.
Yeah, it pretty much.
You lose a day, you gain a day.
Yeah.
Try being an influencer for a day.
Try it.
It's also daylight savings. Well, it happened.
It just
today.
happened last night. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We lost an hour.
Patricia's, it was like ended, and then it was like 3 a.m. and we're like,
Zane
what?
told me daylight.
Damn,
Zane told me daylight savings happened last weekend.
I thought so too.
And he's like,
You've already adjusted.
I already adjusted.
It was like,
baby.
how do you like the time change? I was like, I don't think it happened. He's like, it did.
That's snarky little, just confident, just
It
like
did.
how you like. Hey, you
It
feel
happened
good?
last night. I was like, okay.
This also could be like our last daylight savings.
Yeah, could
Are
get
they
taken away.
Wait, they're trying
so
to change
Trump
it?
said he really wanted to get rid of it, and then they just asked him like yesterday, and they're like, are you getting rid of it? And he's like, it's a 50-50 issue. Some people don't want to send their kids to school in the dark. Some people want the extra hour. That's the whole thing is people don't want to send their kids to school in the dark, which is that the most important thing? I don't know. But that it's like a lifestyle thing. But then people want an extra hour of daylight.
It's never going to change. If people want both, I feel like they're just not going to change it.
I just always
want more
think of
daylight.
Hocus Pocus.
Oh, right.
Wait,
It's I don't know why, but daylight savings is ingrained in my brain with the movie Hocus Pocus, and they go hand in hand.
wait, why?
Like the
It's
black
the
flame
curse,
candle.
yes,
It's like
in the sun coming
and
up
then,
and
like,
when
the-
it's supposed to happen. I also think about
also he's up there on the top, and he's like, but you didn't think about daylight savings, and then he does like the thing, and then like the sun starts coming up.
yes,
Because like
That's
the
a
clock,
scene?
yes, it's like how he like kills the witches or whatever.
and
Hey,
they
that's
go
crazy.
into stone. Also, Hocus Pocus too. Like really learned what virginity was because of Hocus Pocus.
It was a
Oh,
Like,
because
it's a
of
kids movie, and it's like a virgin lit the black flame candle, and like the bus driver's like, "You're a virgin, huh?" I'm like, and as a
That's
kid, you're
crazy.
like, the kid's a child. He's a high school freshman. Of
Yeah.
course, he's probably a virgin, and people are making fun of him
But
that
way
he's a
right
virgin.
over our heads, we're watching as kids.
Yeah, it's weird looking back.
Or
to
maybe
that.
we did know. I feel like we did know. It was just like we didn't even get bothered by it.
I don't know. I was like 5 or 6 watching Hocus
We were
Pocus.
also pretty mature. I feel like when we were young. I was bopping it when I was like
do remember
12.
hearing the word and being like, this is wrong. Something's not right about this word. I can't put my finger on it, but I knew something was like.
Also, Daylight Savings, the other movie I think of, National Treasure. Do you remember
Okay.
when it's in Philadelphia and it's the Liberty Bell, that building, and
I
they
love that movie.
and they need to figure out what time the clue is, and they get the
Yeah.
$100 bill, and he gets the water bottle, and they're like, "Oh, we missed it." And he's like, "No, actually, you're gonna love this. Benjamin Franklin invented Daylight Savings," and then
Fuck, I love that movie. Is so good.
National
It's
Treasure.
yeah.
Have you seen the second one?
No, not memorable. Sorry, the
I heard
first
it's
one just
good, but
hits.
I've never seen it.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, Shopify.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like Aloe or Allbirds or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business making selling simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify.
And nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet and the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales going cha-ching.
So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling and strolling, baby. On the web, in the store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify.
So if you're ready to get the same shopping experience as Aloe or Allbirds or any of your favorites, and you're ready to sign up for your $1 per month trial, all you have to do is go to shopify.com/unfiltered, all lowercase.
Again, go to shopify.com/unfiltered. One more time, shopify.com/unfiltered today.
Thank you so much, Shopify, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you.
Sorry to bring back Mission Impossible again, but is there a new one coming out soon?
I still haven't seen any of them.
I think it comes out in like 2026. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. It needs to come out sooner. I'm ready. I'm ready, strapped and ready.
Ready to go.
If Tom Cruise was like, "Hey, join our Scientology," like the bill, I would. May 23rd, 2025. I'll be there, Tommy.
Wait, that's like
That's in 2 months.
Wait, that's in 2. Oh my God.
So it's done.
Paramount better fucking invite. I'm gonna text.
They're cranking those out. They're
They
like, I don't know
better
how much
invite
time
me.
this guy's got left.
Absolutely.
We need to make them.
It's, to me, just fucking hustler.
Tom Cruise.
Dude, the amount of CGI they do on his fucking face, because he does not look like what he does in movies. They do a great job in those movies. They make him look like he's 26
And make him look like he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
But that boy is, I don't know,
Oh my god,
4'10".
dude, he's a definition of short king.
Yeah, there's like
what do you
memes
think
where
is
it's
short?
like how tall Tom Cruise is in real life, but then in scenes compared to other actors. And
Yeah, but the first time I found out that actors are really short is when my dad he saw the first celebrity on he was on a flight to somewhere, and it was the guy from it was a doctor show.
Grey's Anatomy.
No, the other one.
ER.
Bones. Is that a doctor show?
Oh, House.
House, I mean.
It was either Bones or it was something like that. And he's like, I met him. I thought he was so tall in the show, and then he's 5'7", 5'6". I'm like, oh my god, no way. And then I looked it up. Filmmakers, they love short acters because it's easier to
It's easier to
them.
shoot with a shorter actor than it is with a taller actor.
And you don't want like someone tall and then everyone else short, because that will look really
it can
weird.
mess up a shot. You
Exactly. They make the taller actor shorter, right? Or they make everybody else taller. And because I remember the second movie or third movie, Orphan, you see the parents in like these tall shoes.
Oh, to like
they cut to make everybody look
Like the height difference bigger?
Yeah, crazy.
I think there was also was Kevin Hart in one of the Scary Movies?
Yes.
Yeah, Scary Movie 3.
I think I saw behind the scenes where they had either him standing on a block or the people next to him to make him look even shorter, something like that.
They definitely made
Had
the
him
other
taller,
people even taller because they make him really short in the movie because he's like,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on.
Yes,
He's like trying to like get on their backs and stuff because he's like the 8 Mile friend.
Yeah. That's really funny.
Oh, you know what? This happened to me the other day. I just want to tell y'all. This is Friday night. I don't know, 2 weeks back. Patricia came in town. She had been on a long trip. It's like 8:30. She's like, I just want to go to bed. And I'm like, all right, we're not doing anything tonight. So I'm going to have a gummy. I'm going to take a weed gummy. You know me. I always have the little El Camino gummy.
Hey, get it, King.
5 milligram gummy.
Okay.
I can handle a 10, but 5 milligram, or even 2.5. I take half of a gummy. Can't find my gummies anywhere. But we have a drawer filled with, PR stuff that we get sent as influencers that are like other gummies from different brands. I don't want to say this brand because anyways, I see this thing and it says like Blue Dream on it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take one of the, I read the back and it says, take half of this gummy, see how you feel, take the other half.
It says that on there?
Yeah.
Very good.
And so I'm like, I go, okay, cool. Take half a bit of the gummy, go in bed with Patricia. She then goes like fully to sleep. I'm reading my book on my Kindle, and I'm reading this book called Demon Copperhead. It's about this kid in Appalachia who's like addicted to OxyContin. It's kind of like a sad, serious book.
Is this play about us?
But I'm reading the book, and I can read high. And I'm reading the book, and I'm like,
the words are falling off the pages.
yes, it's ruining,
it's melting
my vibe.
in your hand.
I'm like having really deep thoughts, and I'm like, I don't feel good reading this anymore. And then I just go, I'm gonna scroll on TikTok. Maybe I'll have a good little laugh. It's stuff I'm watching on TikTok don't even make sense. I'm like, these people, it feels like I'm hearing English, but it's a foreign language. I do not understand what's going on.
Man, that's how I feel every time I
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, this is a wicked high. Also, I thought these gummies, too, were Delta 8 gummies as well. I forgot to
What's Delta
establish
8?
that. Delta 8 is like the legal,
It's a legal
THC.
loophole for selling weed and getting weed without
Oh,
it
it's
being
like
labeled.
what they used to do with like CBD.
Like states-
CBD is like the
But it
closest
is
we can
still
It gets you
Weed.
high.
it
It
still
yeah.
gets you high, but it's
Okay.
like a loophole type.
Got it.
And I've taken Delta 8 gummies before, and I've had decent highs on them. I think it's like a little less paranoia.
Yeah.
Like you kind of function a little bit more. But I kept thinking, the reaction I'm having must be because this is Delta 8 gummies, and I'm not used to like this level of a high. And I'm just sitting there in bed. I'm thinking about life, and then it's like I get bad anxiety. You know when you're like you want to delete everything that you've ever done.
I love it, and then I'll put it back up the next day.
And I start texting Mike because, like, you send in like an edit for like a brand thing, and then I'm already texting Mike. I go, that last shot, I want to remove this stuff. I start like texting him really weird, paranoid things, and then And then I start thinking, oh my gosh, my brother's wedding is coming up. I need to start working on a speech. Matt, you're the only person, like the only person who's going to write that speech is you. Like I start getting really hard on my, yes. And I'm like, I should start working on my brother's speech.
What am I doing? I'm wasting time.
Because I kept thinking I should just stay in bed because Patricia's in bed. I'm like, no, it's 9 p.m. I can get up and I'm walking around my house and.
Wait, this is great. I love this gummy. I need this.
But I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm in my own home anymore. Like, you're just like, this doesn't even feel like my own house anymore.
What the hell did you
I'm
take?
so high. I then start like trying to find something on TV to watch, and everything I'm turning on is like conflict after conflict. Every movie I pick, it's just like too stressful. I'm like fucking watching Shrek, and I'm like, too stressful.
Yeah.
My Neighbor Totoro, too stressful. Like, and then I'm like texting Mike, and I'm like, I don't know what I've taken, but this does not feel right. He goes, Matt, go get the package. What does the package say? I get the fucking package out. Guess how much each of the gummies
30.
were?
100.
Each gummy was 100.
What?
And I look up THC dosage scale and on Google
Normally
Images.
the bag will say 100 milligrams, but usually that's the whole bag, right?
So this is where on the dosage
On
chart,
the happy to sad chart.
like
Holy shit.
this. So when you're at 5 milligrams, it's dry mouth. 10 milligrams memory loss, little drowsiness. 25 milligrams
That's
impairment.
insane.
Just
15 milligram
hallucination.
dysphoria, and panic. That's so. I realize, oh my God, I have taken 50 milligrams of THC.
Holy shit.
And that was why I'm having one of the worst highs ever. And it was so bad because I was so alone. I had hardly nobody to talk to. And
Patricia.
I should have woke her up. But then I'm like, I have to ride this shit out. I'm using ChatGPT saying I took 50 milligrams of THC.
You're like the cop that calls on himself.
Yes. My scissors. My hands are
I had
scissors.
weed
Matt,
brownies.
I literally get like that at 10 milligrams. Like I'm all the way to the right.
Right.
When I take 10. That's crazy.
So imagine the scale of what I was going through.
Holy shit. So you were at unease? Intense. Yeah, you're intense.
Yeah. It was insanely abnormal. I'm asking ChatGPT. The best thing ChatGPT PT told me was, this is temporary and it will pass.
Why would they make 100 milligram gummy? Who's taking that?
Somebody who has an insane tolerance.
Yeah.
Someone who has high dosage of gummies all the time.
To me, it's like, don't even make it because like they need help. You know what I mean? Like it's so like that's such a crazy amount of milligrams in one gummy that it should be illegal to even make that.
Yeah, I think microdosing should be the only thing allowed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
a little
anything. Yeah.
The packaging though, put a red label on top of it saying, warning, this is a high dosage
about
of
it.
They made this thing look like it was a little nighttime treat gummy. Just gonna pop it, have a good little snooze. No, this was a heavily dosed.
You said a blue nightmare is what they should have named it.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know prescription bottles, how it's like childproof almost? Make it fucking work. Like you have to. That looks like I could take a gummy and it'll be
It's
nice.
one starburst.
And don't make them so appealing. Like if you get really high and you look at this,
You're
you're
gonna wanna eat
taking
it.
more. This looks good.
That's insane.
This looks
Matt.
delicious.
This episode of Unfiltered is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Every time we use Booking.com to find a place to stay in the U.S., we know they'll have exactly what we're looking for. They have a huge variety of options from hotels to vacation rentals, and we know we can find exactly what we're looking for.
If you didn't know, I'm super picky when it comes to travel, and I want to make sure I find the right hotel possible for the occasion. I like to know if there's a hot tub, a sauna, a steam room.
Especially if we're trying to have like a tropical vacation, and we are like, I know we're very picky with what's in our stays when we're out there.
Absolutely.
So you see, no matter who you are, Booking.com helps you find the stay that's ridiculously right for you, baby.
Find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
I took it at 8:30. I was up until 3 a.m.
You couldn't even sleep. That's how bad it
No,
was. I
sir.
thought it would knock you out.
Couldn't sleep. I finally had to around midnight. I started just having a few beers to ground
have
me
to.
down
Yeah,
to
I would.
slow my roll.
There's no coming out of it either. There's nothing.
You didn't even get anything positive out of it, like hunger and nothing. You couldn't even enjoy it.
You know what I did at one point? I prayed. Y'all, I prayed.
Matt, that's good. Mariah loves it. She's like, yes.
I should pray more often.
You
My
need
wife
it.
prays every night. But I was desperate just to like find.
He is knocking at his door.
And I was just
God
like,
has his
I was
hands
just
all
like,
over
Lord,
this.
please let me get through this. And also,
God's like this. Oh, all of a sudden.
Oh, now you need me.
Oh, now you need me.
I can see
Interesting.
Zane, I wasn't hunched over. I was like hands out to the world, going, please. Let me get through this, and I hope that all of humanity is great, because I was watching Conan O'Brien Must Go, which is his travel show, which was the best thing for my high, because Conan is so good at like interacting and
Matt puts on Coco Melon.
oh no.
At that point, that's the only thing.
But he's like traveling around the world and he's meeting all these people, and I just felt like I felt all of humanity on my shoulders, and just seeing how people and cultures and everything has just passed through time, and
that gummy made you want to start a nonprofit. You were ready to go.
I just
Made him want to build a school. In
build wells.
It's like maybe I was called to go to Thailand to open up,
Open up my own
church.
open up a church and a school there for these. Maybe this is what
Go
I'm
on a mission
destined.
trip.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. It was, once again, the most exhausting thing ever. I made it all the way through. And
That's like genuinely terrifying. I'm sorry. I can't even imagine taking a 50 milligram.
when I woke
gummy.
up, well, and then Patricia, she went to bed so early. She finally got up around like 7 or 8, and I was just like, asleep, and I heard her get up, and I immediately was like, I have to tell you what I went through last night in our living room. She was like, my gosh. And I'm like, it was like an overdose of marijuana. Never again. But I actually think it would have been kind of fun if I had a friend who was also on that dose.
Yeah, just like
if my
kind of.
brother was there and we were just goofing, I think we would have had a great time.
Yeah, but it was feeling alone, feeling stranded.
But imagine if I took that and I had something to do that day, or if I took that
That's
and
a
I had
wrap.
to come on this podcast.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know if I could make it through an episode.
That's like insane. Yeah, no way.
So that happened to me. Read your packaging, read your dosage,
And pray.
and pray more.
And make sure
prayer.
it says the whole bag is 100 milligrams, not each gummy.
Oh, because that was the thing. The Oscars were the next day, and I'm telling this story to my friend who's like a nurse, and I'm telling my brother, and they go, no, that's not true. The whole thing is 100 milligrams.
Normally, yeah.
And you just had a 10 milligram gummy. I'm like, you want to bet? You want to bet? And wait, and then if you're saying 10 milligrams each, you're telling me that was 5. I go, there's no way. And I go, you take it now. You take it.
Take it.
Finally, I called the company.
You did?
I did. And I go, I'm having this debate, and I'm looking at your website. You guys, is it 100 milligrams, the whole thing, or 100 milligrams per gummy? And the woman on the phone was like, sir, it is 100 milligrams per gummy. And that
Are you out of your mind?
I was like, boom.
Mara, I kind of want to see you on 50 milligrams and see how you read.
I can't even
It's
imagine.
like we're going to church.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
That reminds me, like a long time ago when we first moved out here, I took a quad dose Chiba Chew.
What? in the
Chiba
world?
Chew. What is
On
that?
People love Chiba Chews.
I didn't realize it was a quad dose. I was just like, okay, this should get the
Quad
job.
dose is 25?
No, whatever the normal dosage is, it was times 4.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know exactly how much milligrams are in the
I've
Chiba Chew
never
quad
seen
dose.
that.
Matt, worst experience of my life. I'm what you felt times 100, but it also happened to be the same day that Zane decided to fuck with me.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
He went into my room and was like trying to go for this like haunted thing.
Nah, it
and
was a
didn't know.
random day. I was just like, I'm going to fuck with Heath, but I didn't know
Were you
that.
vlogging it? Or?
No.
Oh, you were just goofing.
he
Heath,
went
that
in-
was like really weird of me, actually. Like kind of weird.
He put my TV on a
Who was
static
that?
channel just for no reason and put the volume at 100.
Zane.
And just like left it there. He was like, he moved things in my room to like make
I
him
turned
face
his.
backwards.
I made his. I made. He
Little,
was
like,
taking
trinkets,
Adderall
like-
at the time, and I made it upside down cross.
he
I
put
was
the pills in the
crazy.
shape of a cross.
I'm so sorry. That was crazy of me. And I was just feeling.
He didn't
spunky.
know that I did it that day, and I got home. I was like, I need to relax. And I walk into my room. The pills are all like in a formation. I'm like, what? I was like, just turn the TV on and relax. I put the TV on. I was like, it was
Pretty funny.
Kind of sick.
Kind of
the
creative.
worst
Very good.
day of my life, and it just so happened to be the day that he did that. Awful, awful.
brutal.
And you never,
How dare
you
you.
never told me this, right? You told me like 2 weeks later, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yes, I did that as a joke, and I forgot to tell you."
I thought I was dead.
Oh, remember you had like a little Buddha thing, and I kept on
Yeah, you
turning
turned it around. But then also right after Zane got karma because he had an entire cookie, and was glued to the couch.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was like, I was
eaten.
actually crying. I called Heath. I'm like, Heath, I'm dying, please. And he's like, Zane, he's like, how much did you eat? I was like, I ate half the cookie. He's like, half the cookie? It was like the black and white cookie.
Yeah.
And you're only supposed to. What is wrong with these companies making these treats and like make the whole cookie 5
Nobody
milligrams?
wants a crumb.
Yeah.
It's insane. Why are you doing that? Or even the gummies. I want to eat the whole package and then 10 milligrams.
Give me the munchie pack.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Half a milligram in a gummy,
but
and
I
you
want to
can
eat the
snack 'em.
rest. Like, I don't know, make it a little half and half pack thing. Like,
Yeah, make like one gummy and the whole pack be a weed one, and the rest are just for fun to snack with.
Yeah,
and
like-
you don't
like-
know which one
it's
is
like
which.
Like
Russian
birth
roulette.
control. It's
Yep.
like make it all placebo.
It's like shishito peppers, the one spicy
The one,
one.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
There's one hot one, and you kind of play around
Okay,
until
Matt,
you get it.
fucking
Damn,
freak.
Matt.
Ew.
I just looked it up. The quad dose Chiba Chew.
much?
Take a guess.
200.
175.
What? You took the whole thing?
175. Matt, what you were feeling times that by 3.
oh my, you had to have gone into a full coma. Like, I'm surprised you were able to walk.
What?
I thought I was in another. I thought I was dead.
Yeah.
Matt, it was insane.
Can you no, hear me out. Imagine you take 500. There's a point where you die. Like, when
No,
do you die?
You can't die. You can't die on marijuana.
2,000 mil. Like, at what point do you jump off a building?
I think you're
pass
just
out.
stuck in it for days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I wonder how long, like, the digestion. I feel like you'd be high for like 12 hours at least.
You literally could not pay me
Not wish on
any
my
amount
worst
of
enemy.
money to do
Oh
that.
my God.
Yeah. So never again. I don't know. Maybe again. Never again.
It was thinking back to it. It's probably very funny, so it makes you want to do it again
If
with
I
somebody
knew
else.
going in what made it a bad high was that this is not what I signed up for.
It was a surprise.
This is not what I
You know
signed
what
up
would be
for.
funny next time? Well, not the 4 of us. You guys don't do it, but like if we all did a lot and filmed it.
Right. But the thing is, because we go into that panic mode, we'd be like, we can't post this. Delete it all. Actually, let's just end the pod. Like, this is
End
the
the pod.
season finale.
Archive all the episodes.
Series finale, just done. Farewell. Because it's wild how just panic when it sets in, especially with social media stuff. You're like, I need to delete everything. I'm the biggest failure.
I'm a loser.
Yeah.
This is a lame.
Yes.
I'm hiding everything.
You feel so silly.
Like, this is what girls see. This is why.
This is the real. This is who I am.
Yeah, I do that sober. You want me to take a dosage?
A dosage.
Oh, brutal.
I'm trying to think of a time where I took too much of something.
Microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Sometimes I get so paranoid about just medication you take, and maybe you take it earlier in the day, but then later in the day you're like, did I take it today?
Oh yeah. Well,
And then I feel like I'm like I get this weird was it yesterday I took the pills or was
you
it
don't take
today I took the pills?
antidepressants, right?
I don't.
That's
No.
crazy to me that you don't take anything for
I
anxiety.
used to take antidepressants.
Like, you don't take it anymore.
Therapy helped me. I do get anxious.
You're saying therapy helped you more than pills?
I
That's
think
really good.
Chat GBT helps him more than pills.
yeah, right.
He takes his dosage.
Therapy was the thing is antidepressants people chemically, I believe it's true, they lack serotonin and they do need to have a chemical release of it to make sure they're at bay to function. I was depressed and anxious, but I also had bad thought patterns. I wasn't being very kind to myself. And through therapy, I was able to restructure things, I think, in my brain.
Yeah.
So when I can understand what triggers me, I can understand my thought patterns. I'm like, well, this is just, I'm making this up in my head about why I feel worthless or why I don't deserve love. And that stuff.
Oh my God,
talking
literally
it
me and
out.
Heath yesterday.
But
I was like, why do we feel so worthless all the time?
Oh. Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, BetterHelp.
Pull out your calculators, baby. We're about to do some math. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save on average up to 50% per session.
And this month, BetterHelp is giving you the biggest discount on starting therapy that we've ever offered on the show with 90% off your first week. Guys, don't miss this.
And check me out. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online
online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress.
Plus, you're going to do it all from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to get dressed and get into a car, spend gas money, sit in a waiting room. You could be bundled up in a nice little blankie just like that.
Exactly. And with the trauma that I got to unpack, I want to do it from the comfort of my own home. I'm not trying to go to downtown, sit in a room with a bunch of people. I need to feel safe and secure.
And you're going to get an unbiased opinion. They're going to tell you exactly what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear, because, you know, if you're talking with a friend or a family member, sometimes they're gonna let you off nicely.
Exactly. And there's no need to find a friend or a family member to talk to because they have over 30,000 therapists. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally.
Plus, it's convenient. You can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life, and you can switch therapists at any time at no additional cost.
And your well-being is worth it, baby. You matter, you care, and you're important. So for a limited time, visit BetterHelp.com/Zane and Heath to get 90% off your first week.
That's BetterHelp.com/Zane and Heath. Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you.
Matt, do you still like, because I remember you used to do this all the time. I'll hear you like from your bathroom and you're like, fuck you. Shut up. Go fuck yourself. I'm like, who's he talking to? Yourself. You're talking to the mirror.
Well, now being married and living with someone who has to hear that, I don't verbally say it out loud, but I do this. Like
in the mirror?
In the mirror, or just like getting it out. So if I think of a bad thought, I just give it the finger and I'm just like, I'm waiting for this thought to pass and then it goes. So I'm always like giving, and sometimes when I'm driving, I'll have like an anxious thought and I'll like do the finger, but I'm like, fuck, I can't make sure that I'm not like giving the finger to other people driving. But I don't know. I just have like
be that strong.
It's a
myself
tick.
where I'm like able to like look at a thought and be like, you know, so it's just like, hey, go fuck yourself, and then I'm good after that.
It's just a reflex. Like in a moment where I'm just like feeling like very tense about a thought, I'll just like hold the middle finger out. Like that's not me. That thought, that anxious part of me is not me. So I have to like tell it to fuck off.
Wow.
It's good advice.
It's
Try
strong.
it.
Mariah, what do? You dance it off.
Can I check?
Whoa,
the AC?
earthquake.
Earthquake.
Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I didn't. Is this
It's
Right
still
now,
going.
it's still going.
Oh, wow. My water's, yep.
That was weird.
It was tiny.
Yeah.
It went for
It wasn't a
long
big one,
time.
but it was a long one.
Oh my God. The one that happened last week. That
was insane. And you
that
guys
was
were all
insane.
together.
Yeah, Matt, we were recording basically. We just finished recording, and maybe 5 minutes later, like
It was
whole
one-
the one that was like late at night?
It was
Yeah.
one giant shove.
Yeah,
It wasn't like a.
It was crazy.
It was
rock-
more intense for people on this side of the hill than like
Yes.
for us. For us, it was just like.
Yeah, no. It was a shock. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, that one was really bad.
It's crazy. Every time it has, we just sit there and like, is this the one? Is this the one?
Yeah.
You kind of just like wait for it. Is it going to pick up as it's starting to get worse?
Like right now, where would we like run to? Like the street? Like what's the plan? I always think about that,
Supposed
and I
to go
don't
to, like,
think about
doorways,
it.
Doorway.
Really?
But this, boom.
Yeah, all this stuff above us.
Just Final Destination
God.
straight up.
Can you imagine if the Final Destination, the new one, there's a podcast scene?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because that's what they do is like
Yeah.
some kind of new thing, but it's like some friends who are having a podcast and then a drink tips over and we all get electrocuted.
Someone's live on Instagram and they die on the live and everyone saw. Yeah,
Yes.
no, I already know where it's going. I know where it's going.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, are you excited for it though? I'm
I'm
trying
very
to get
excited.
an invite to the premiere. Would you want to go and
Of
watch
course.
it?
Come
Okay,
on.
okay. Heath, if I get a +1, I'm gonna bring Mariah.
That's fine.
I think
I
it's so
understand.
sick.
That's you
Right,
guys'
imagine getting to
thing.
watch the premiere.
It's pretty insane. I
pretty
also
cool.
like that the Final Destinations, they use like people you don't like, actors you don't know. So it feels more like
Real.
I always wondered that. Like in my head, I was like, if I was like a B, like I would want to be in a Final Destination movie. I don't care how like cheap it is or how much budget they have. I'm like, I want to be in it. Like it's a cool like project and it's like a Final Destination
Yeah.
movie. But apparently it doesn't look good. Like for big actors to like be in a movie like that. Like
it's
it
like Saw and Final Destination. They use people you really
do they
They
do
like-
that on purpose or do they really
don't
like
know,
the budget
because
never like?
to me, I feel like I would do it on purpose so it feels more real and scary because you're like in your brain, you're like this is a real.
Yeah,
Like if I see an actor, I think it would snap me out of like the.
maybe that's why. Like imagine Jason Bateman in like a Saw movie. It's
Right.
not- they
Like,
probably
wouldn't
My
take
work.
brain would be
well.
like,
Yeah.
oh, this isn't real, so it's not as scary.
That's what
So
that is true, Mariah. I feel. How do you feel about that? Not a big actor. Big actors not being high, and I know it could be like rate or budget, but like big actors not being in like Final Destination or Saw or movies that are like.
I think a lot of times it's their management, and
it just
it's
not a good. It's not a good look.
Like a good look. Well, especially like really BC kind of horror movies.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if it's like a really like good critically acclaimed like thriller, like sure,
Yeah.
But those kind of like big gore fest like. That's what Final Destination is and Saw is. It's like people are in it for the violence.
Everybody talks about it though, so I feel like it is like it's a cool look because to me Final Destination is not Sharknado.
Right.
Sharknado is like embarrassing, like if you're in that, but Final like everyone's like.
But it's always sometimes like in Saw, it's like a celebrity who used to be really popular like 10 years ago, and they're just trying to like get some work and stuff. But all respect to any celebrity and the roles you got to take. Like it was like Mark Wahlberg's brother. And like Saw 2, Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the girl Beverly Mitchell from Seventh Heaven is in Saw 2. Like, there's kind of those people.
That was a 4.5 that just happened. She just pulled it up.
Oh, so y'all felt? I didn't even feel it at all from over here, but I was
think
kind
it
of
was
shifting.
my feet being on. Like I had a foot on the ground. I don't think it was because that's also like a jiggly couch. You probably wouldn't even feel it underneath you, anyways.
Right.
You don't like. It could be a big earthquake and you wouldn't feel it driving, right? Ever.
You probably could feel maybe a touch if it was a big one, but you maybe just think it was a bump in the road.
And
you wouldn't.
It depends also what you're driving on. Like if you're on a highway, actually I don't even feel like you do because highways are like built to like
shock absorb and things like that.
Yeah, there's like springs to it and stuff. I think I may be talking out of my ass.
What was Remy telling us in Disney World or Disneyland that we went to? They have like a bridge that like acts as an earthquake. What was that? They have like a
earthquake simulation bridge?
Yeah, they have a section in Disneyland where it's an earthquake simulation thing where you walk over and it's supposed to always feel like an earthquake.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which is really like why would you even have that there?
I guess just for people visiting and they want to know this is what an earthquake is like.
How do you guys feel about moving to somewhere that is tornado have tornadoes? Because you're going from hurricane to earthquake and you're moving to tornado.
The trifecta. You got to live in all three.
Yeah,
you know? I don't know. I
fun.
never really thought about tornadoes.
We would have tornadoes in Texas and stuff,
but nothing like. I feel like Nashville.
If I was moving to Oklahoma, I would be like, okay, this is a real thing to think about. Nashville, I feel like I'm not really worried about tornadoes there.
Movies make tornadoes worse, right? Or is it as bad as...
They're pretty bad if they hit, like...
They take out whole towns if
like,
it's that bad.
Destruction-wise, they are the worst.
So crazy.
It's the weirdest natural phenomenon. Is a tornado.
Is.
Like I'm like, like a hurricane. I understand,
and yeah,
you're telling me this cyclone of wind coming together and just tearing shit down.
I think the biggest thing that we're gonna have to worry about is like snow there.
It snows in Nashville?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really?
I'm used to the snow, so I'll handle it.
Like snow? Like
yeah,
not like Montana snow, but it does snow.
Like a normal winter.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be out there shoveling a driveway.
All right.
I had to teach Heath to wait for the car to warm up. Before you start going.
It was when we just went to like New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania for the last trip before the wedding. We had to scrape the car.
And I'm like,
this is crazy. I was like, you guys have to do this every morning?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
There's sometimes like good little hacks where I've seen like you put hot water in a plastic bag.
Yeah, but it's such a pain and they just get out there and
you
do
rub
it.
that on it and it kind of melts it off. It depends how thick that ice is.
But also me as a car guy seeing people with these scrapers down the side of their car, I'm like, I literally would never do this.
Yeah.
But I hate a cold car. You get in and it's cold. And you have to
We need a garage.
Yeah.
But it is nice, like, because her dad would start the car from the app.
Oh, yes.
And then it, like, warms up inside, so you, like, don't even have to think about getting in cold, and you're just like, oh, this is nice.
That's nice.
Wait, what car does your parents have? I thought they had, like, a minivan.
It's his new truck that I got him.
There you got him. Hey, queen.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, Every Plate.
Because when I'm around... I'm devouring every plate.
Period.
Have you been visiting takeout apps more than the gym?
Mm-hmm.
No judgment, baby. Well, with every plate, they help you feel good about what you're eating and what you're spending on food, even though you're busy.
And every plate can help you dish up better habits with delicious, easy recipes delivered right to your door, including new calorie smart, carb smart, and protein smart options.
Ooh, and with new Smart Swap recipes, you can swap flour tortillas for lettuce wraps, white rice for lettuce, and potatoes for sweet potatoes to make better for you meals. I know I like that.
Exactly. And skip trips to the grocery store and enjoy wholesome homemade meals that cost less than groceries.
You know, I like the sound of that, baby. I think I'm going to sign up as soon as we're done here. So if you want to join us, start with 50% off your first box with code unfiltered50 at everyplate.com/podcast.
One more time so you don't forget, you're going to get 50% off your first box with code unfiltered50 at everyplate.com/podcast, and Everyplate offer valid with auto-renewing subscription. Thank you so much, Everyplate, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you.
Oh my God. Can we tell Matt? Sorry, it just hit me. I thought about you like getting your dad trying to remind me of the when you got 40K from it landing on red. Mm-hmm. David sent us a video where it was Heath doing it was like maybe like 3 Vegas trips before that trip where it landed on red 1, right? 3 trips ago, Heath did they did a random bet on black, and the ball landed on red 1.
Whoa.
But also the whole time in that video leading up to us going to make that bet on red, they kept saying like red 1, like it was just like a thing popping up. And when we bet on red to like win, it ended up being on red 1. And then also in a previous trip, it was on red 1 before. Like, it's just like really weird.
For
that, like,
sure.
And it was all on camera. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Yeah.
Part of that money went to our wedding.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vegas.
Thank you. Thank you, red 1.
Red 1.
Oh, that's why you had the red in the wedding.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good, very
And he's
good.
the one.
All right.
Where were you guys recently? You texted saying you were in an RV?
Yeah. We
Oh,
did
yeah,
we
we
did an RV trip up to Monterey.
Oh my god.
We went all the way to Monterey to see an aquarium, and the aquarium is so...
It's horrible.
Oh, really?
I didn't
love
see
the
it.
Monterey Aquarium.
You've been there?
Yeah.
Where are
They had nothing in their
Where are the
aquarium.
fish?
What fish did you see?
A lot of really cool jellyfish and cuttlefish.
jellyfish part
Right.
The jellyfish were
Wait,
cool.
every time we ask someone about it, they all just go, the jellyfish are cool. Like, that was the best part.
Because when we went, my buddy Greg knows somebody who works at the Monterey Aquarium, so we got to go backstage.
Oh, no. We
at the
did
did
too.
aquarium.
that too.
Oh,
We
you
did
did?
too.
I thought that
And
was really cool.
We walked in. We couldn't go past like this line, which was like literally 2 steps away, and they showed us just another jelly. Like, it was nothing. It was,
we did get to touch the jelly
we
though.
touched
But
a jellyfish.
but it's pretty. Also, that aquarium is like on the water.
It's
And
a-
it-
yeah,
it
It's
was-
a really cool place.
It is
It's
pretty.
very cool.
And the fish that are there are the local aquatic life, right?
Yeah.
They
It-
have like the kelp forest, which was like cool too.
they had sea lettuce.
I
the
think we
sea
just
lettuce.
expected to see like like fish you dream about, like the angler.
Yeah.
Matt, we were our expectations were so fucking high, but also Remy was making expectations. She was like, "Guys, this
she
aquarium."
grew up out here like dreaming about going to it and being told it's like the best aquarium. So she was super bummed and let down.
She felt really bad, but like,
She likes the Long Beach one better.
but it was
I would
really
go-
cool.
She's also been to Atlanta. She said
Atlanta
Atlanta's crazy.
is the one that
Yeah.
my biggest regret is that I went to the Coca-Cola factory instead of going to the Atlanta
Hey, the
Aquarium.
Coke factory's amazing. I went to it. It was awesome.
Coca-Cola
Getting to try
factory.
all the sodas.
Yeah,
is
that's
fun.
the only fun thing.
But that's the point.
The rest
This
of
is-
it is just, I feel like I'm at the Museum of Ice Cream or the Museum of Illusions.
But you know, but that's you go for it though. We went to see fucking anglerfish and we didn't get to see not a damn thing.
Nobody has an anglerfish.
But that's what we were expecting. But all we got was a skeletal form fucking hanging on the corner.
And
They didn't even have a
sea
light on it.
Sea lettuce.
We were
Yeah,
pissed.
that's sea lettuce.
And you know what? We were thinking about, like, we were expecting literally, like,
A whale.
No, we were expecting like performance, like a guy on a fucking killer show.
SeaWorld.
Yeah, but obviously they ended it because of like they weren't treating the animals right. But it was like, but damn, they really gave a performance out there. You know what I mean? It's like, goddamn.
Like I didn't expect the jellyfish to be the biggest thing in there.
Yeah.
Like everything I could have had in my house.
Did you see the little cuttlefish that like change colors? Did you see that?
We saw it, man. We saw it.
That one is a crazy little fish.
But it also made me think, like, what were we thinking doing fucking these tricks on these killer whales? What are you doing?
Y'all chose that one specifically.
And they would die, and then a month later, back out there, let's go. It's like, huh?
Yeah, because there was like a whale. I think his name was like Killam. I think his name was like
okay.
Done.
His name was like with a K. He killed 2 trainers and then killed like a third one. So it's like that. He had killed already like 2 trainers and then was still working. And some woman was like, I still want to work with it.
That to me, that's
what was it?
To kill him. To kill him. Or not to kill him.
Tillicum.
I'm sorry. It's like,
but weren't they like bringing them and then just like diving down to the bottom with them?
Yeah, they grabbed the ponytail and then like
the whales are like, they weren't trying to kill them, they were playing with them, but like terrible.
So
why would you ever
take
the biggest mammal on Earth and just put it in a
leave
tank
it.
and
Just
expect it
leave
to
it
do
alone.
tricks?
You kidnap Shamu and then you put him in a chlorine tank. Anyway.
Well, but
I've never seen that.
I love Free Willy.
I've never seen the documentary though.
Yeah.
I really want to see it. The black orca. What was
Blackfish?
it?
Blackfish. Blackfish is very good. It changes your mind completely.
Yeah, I really want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. But walking to the aquarium though, it hit me like, oh my god, this is what I see in movies, because I'll always see aquariums in movies. Like, this is like, I would always want to be at an aquarium, and I finally got to see it.
It's a peaceful
place.
place.
That was really cool.
It is.
That's a place where I would like not mind working at.
Yeah,
and just
but it was really
go.
weird because I was expecting to. We felt like we were on a field trip. It was kids everywhere.
Yeah.
I think we were like
it was
the
all
oldest.
like little like kids running around 6, 7. 6, 7.
That's like a big joke and a big meme right now, right?
Yeah.
Because what, LaMelo said 6, 7, and then now people say it.
I don't know. It's the new thing.
I was telling them that it triggered me, like hearing all the kids like fucking with each other. Like, I was like, oh my god, they're about to bully me.
Oh yeah, kids are terrifying.
They're terrifying. I was like, I can't. Not a lot of things trigger me, and that really put me in a dark place.
Did you go see Pebble Beach at all?
No, I wanted to. We also wanted to go see Big Sur.
Did you go over that bridge?
The bridge in Big Sur? No.
Oh, that's in Big Sur.
The
one that's always like in Big Little Lies, where it's like, ooh, did you ever want it?
You know what? It didn't feel like we were in like any form of Big Little Lies like scene out there.
It's called Bixby Bridge. It's gorgeous, and we wanted to do it really bad, but we just didn't get the chance to.
Some people made TikToks about Big Little Lies, and they're like, I know they live in Monterey, but why are they driving on this bridge? Because it doesn't make sense. So
is the bridge just really like it's not even
driving? It's like 30 minutes away.
Or it's like, you know, the movie The Holiday when Kate Winslet like lands in London, she gets in LAX, and then she's on the PCH going this way, like back, like why is she on the PC? She just left LAX. How are you coming this way back on the PCH?
Oh,
like, it's
funny.
stuff
You
like that.
only would know if you lived
there
here and be like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
Yeah, I love that just in movies where you're like, this does not add
make
up.
sense.
There's no way you'd be on this side of town and then you're over here.
Like, watching Entourage is crazy because they literally hit every single area that we've been to millions of times.
All of them.
And it's like, whoa. And even in Florida now, like, you know, like if a scene is in Florida and it's like, but it's hidden, you know it's in Florida. It's like, oh, Florida.
I think that's why we were so shocked and disappointed when we first landed in LA, because you look like the movies make it seem like you land on
Beverly
Rodeo
Hills.
Drive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it makes it seem like you get out of the plane and you're in Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
it's terrifying over there. By
Or
the
you're
airport.
on the beach, like out on the PCH.
Right, exactly.
I was so disappointed. I was like, wait, this is
not what I thought.
Heath and I were
This
about to
ain't
hop on
it.
the plane back too. We flew in
This ain't
Spirit. I
it.
remember that. Good times.
I think I'm going to be in a TV show.
No way.
Listen to this. So I'm in New York for that Taco Bell thing. I'm staying in Brooklyn. I'm at my hotel. I'm like, I got to go get lunch. I'm by myself. I'm walking past this like park and stuff. And as I'm walking up, I go, oh, they're shooting something. They're filming something.
Let me get in on this.
There's no way.
Well, this is okay. And usually, if you have ever come across a movie set when it's kind of happening kind of on the fly, they have people who are working there on like corners to like tell people to stop or like stop filming. They're very like strict about the etiquette because they're trying to get this thing done. I just kept walking. Like I had my headphones in and this guy was trying to get people to stop, but I just was walking with a purpose. And I look out of the corner of my eye and I hear action, background actors, go. And all of a sudden I realize I'm in the middle of all of these background actors walking. Now, I do not know what the show is, but it was like NYPD and it said Precinct 57th. And
you're in Law and Order.
Do you think it is Law and Order?
Maybe they're still filming.
I was trying to Google New York cop shows. Like there's like 10 out there. Like and I don't.
They're always
see
filming
who's
Law
in the
and Order.
scene.
There was one actor, but I looked it up and I don't. You know the guy in The Mummy Returns.
Frazier?
He has this. No, he's the evil guy in The Mummy Returns.
Well, just look him up.
Go to cast that John Hannah, but it's not him. But the actor,
Okay. Him, but not him.
It was him, but he wasn't in it.
But because I tried Googling and I couldn't figure out. But if anybody knows an actor who's in a cop show in New York,
someone's gonna get it.
That looks like John Hannah. That guy was like in the scene, and I go, he looks familiar, but I don't know what it was. But I'm walking and I have like a hat on and just my AirPods and like a jacket. I look great. I was like glad with what I was wearing.
Matt, you know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to be in a background scene in a show and post it like I'm in a, like post a whole campaign like, hey guys, make sure to check me out in theaters. Yeah. And like put the date that it comes out and everything, and you just see me in the back for fucking 1 second.
Yeah.
But a whole campaign. Like, hey guys, I'm doing a screening. Come on out.
Yeah.
That was my Uncle David for, what was the movie that he was in?
Dark Scary.
Dark Scary
No, it had,
3.
what the hell is the movie?
Damn it, Mariah.
Wait, what's the one Todd loves?
Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, wasn't it Wolf of Wall Street? The scene where they're at Wall Street.
Oh,
so he was
He's
there.
What?
And then he walks by and he sent it in the family group chat when it came out, and he like circled his bald head because he did the same thing. He just said he kept walking up and down the street and he was like walking behind the actors and he's like, I'm just gonna keep going.
Why haven't you told us this before?
I
This is
have like 3
crazy.
times.
No, you didn't.
That's cool. So
Just like your uncle lives in Miami.
What show it is? But Patricia's also apparently in Pitch Perfect like 3.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
But
sick.
she always says it, but I'm like, pull it up. Like,
You're a
think
liar.
She was on set and there was like some background stuff, and she like, could be in it, but I don't think she's in it. But she likes to say she's in the background.
Is it like in a big crowd?
Yeah, it's like in a big crowd, or it was like in Vegas, I think. Also, Joe's wife, Caitlin, she's in Now You See Me in the background of like some of that stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Casey Anthony on TikTok.
Oh, did you guys see that? Casey Anthony posted her first TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm a legal advocate. Been in the legal space for 10 years. How about you start the video with, hi, I'm Casey Anthony. My daughter, Kaylee Anthony, was murdered, and we've never found the killer, and she's never been brought to justice.
Exactly.
She didn't bring it up once and is talking about herself and trying to promote a Substack.
You got to go to Substack to watch the full.
Boo-hoo. Get her off.
Pretend that you're looking for your daughter. Pretend you're looking for the killer.
Right. At least pretend that you didn't kill your daughter.
Crazy. Where's her PR team? It's insane.
Unbelievable.
It was not Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh my God. What?
It wasn't Wolf of Wall Street because in my head, because I know Cameron Diaz was in his scene, so I thought the blonde in Wolf of Wall Street was Cameron Diaz.
Killers? Was it Killers?
I get confused. It was What Happens in Vegas.
Oh, I love that movie.
But I'll show you. Of course.
With Ashton Kutcher.
Yes. It's a
Yes.
great movie.
So that was on me. My bad.
It's all right. It happens.
I love Cameron Diaz.
Did he send you the clip?
Yeah, and of course he plays it in slow motion. It's just his bald head. That's his bald head.
My
first big break. How to get ahead in Hollywood.
How to get ahead in Hollywood.
And then he's in this.
Perfect.
So I got this confused because this is Wall Street.
yeah, that's funny.
So he's over here.
You didn't even see his my big break. The zoom in. Matt, it's still going. Same video. It's just
He is milking every moment he can.
He ate this
the
up.
zoom in is wild.
Is he in the credits? I don't do background actors even
No,
get
they don't.
in the
They
credits?
don't get
No.
it. Yeah, no.
I would love to be in just the credits. Like, that's my name.
That's me.
Apparently some animator on Inside Out 2, his name was Matt King. I was watching, I'm like, oh, there's a Matt King.
Oh, really?
I DM'd him, I'm like, you were so great on Inside Out 2, Matt King.
Hey, you
no
did
response.
amazing.
No response.
Did amazing. Oh, that doesn't feel good. He should have at least responded.
He's busy. He's an animator for Pixar. I doubt he's checking his
It takes
fan
3
DMs.
seconds to respond. And I'm sure he didn't get any other DMs of people thanking him.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
And from another Matt King.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, go F yourself.
The other Matt King sent you a pair of his underwear.
Yes.
Like his goggles, his little nightcap. What's
I need
that?
to get
You're
it all
starting a
framed.
collection
I
of
know,
Matt
of Matt
Kings.
Kings.
You should
I'm
have
on
a
the
little
hunt.
get together.
Shrine.
I'm on the
Like
hunt.
getting to like 15 Matt Kings seems doable.
I wanted that.
We have a retreat.
I love videos like that. I just want to see shit like that. I love the competitions that they have of like lookalikes. They never look like the actual person, but it's fun to see everybody get together.
It's
and
fun. I think that's a
try
really
something.
fun. Less flash mobs, more lookalike contests.
Yeah, it's fun. I can't believe they get that many together in one place like that. I'm sure they're flying in for it.
The lookalike contest.
Yeah.
I feel like they're in big cities where, like New York, where everyone.
Yeah,
can,
but
like,
they'll have the actual person come in too sometimes,
Yes,
which is really
Timothy
cool.
Chalamet, I think, did show
He
up.
showed
for
up,
his
but
own.
they were saying that he didn't even look like himself. Like somebody else looked more like him than he did himself. Yeah.
Because isn't it true that Charlie Chaplin entered a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest and lost?
Dolly Parton
Too.
did a impersonation thing and lost to some other
Really?
Dolly Parton as well.
That's
Whoa.
so funny. But did she have like prosthetics or anything on, or she like genuinely lost? Like she
Yeah,
looked
just-
like herself and just
Because
lost.
Adele did that one time where Adele
She had
like a prosthetic nose on.
That's one of my
and
favorite videos.
She got up and started singing, and everyone was like,
Wait.
is this her?
Like no, they like knew immediately.
For me though, I'd clock it right when I walk into the room. Like,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
but I probably wouldn't say anything because I understand they got to shoot something. So I
Yeah.
probably would ham it up. But I think I can figure out if someone is like behind a mask. or
Another one that I
something.
liked is when the Kardashians all had prosthetics on and they did a tour bus. Remember that?
No.
The Kardashians did a tour bus and they were like,
Oh, they went on a tour bus with
yeah, and
other people.
I think the tour guy was saying something like, "This is according to Kardashian's house," and you see one of them react like, "No, it's not." Or it was like, it was really funny. I love
they
that.
make stuff up on those.
Yeah, and the people on the tour bus would never know.
Yeah, they'll eat
you can
that
say
shit
this
up.
house is whoever's or something. Like
Oh yeah, like I remember when I went on a tour bus when I was in high school out in LA. The guy was like, "Oh, this is Kirsten Dunst's car right here. I just saw her get out of it the other day," and I'm like, "What? This is insane!" And, like he just made that up. He's just like, pointing at a random
Kirsten Dunst's car.
Yeah.
is-
outside the Beverly Hills Hotel, like parked on the street. Like, wouldn't she valet?
Yeah,
like why
no,
would
it
she
makes-
be parked on the
makes no
street
sense.
outside
make it up.
of it?
Nobody can challenge you.
Yeah. And then I remember they pointed out one house. It was like Steven Spielberg's house or whatever. And then, me and my own circumstances, I was like, that's not the house. That
You raise your
is
hand.
a total lie.
It's funny that they still get away with it. People still pay for the buses and they're getting taken around the city, and the houses are not what they're saying it is.
Because then do normal people who own those houses get harassed?
Yeah.
Now that they have that
exactly.
information?
Yeah.
Needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
You got something in your mustache.
It's dry skin.
Oh, no.
Oh, is it you can't peel it off?
It's like underneath.
Just
yeah, I just have. I don't know what it is, but it.
Put
I don't know if it's like
some
a-
Aquaphor on it.
It doesn't help.
Oh, bummer.
It's like I don't know if it's an eczema spot or some sort of
Yeah.
psoriasis, but it's always right here.
Oh, so that I have that in my right nose all the time.
Really?
It's terrible.
Yeah. I've had it for a few years.
It's the worst
just
when you have like
What?
Right nose.
it's the worst when you have an ingrown hair inside of your nose. I
Ugh.
hate that. Like your nose just like feels just
Tender.
sore. Yes. Hate it.
just like this. Ooh.
What one time I ripped all my hair, like I did wax, like she waxed all my nose hairs out, and that was the worst thing for it. It like made it 10 times worse.
Oh,
You need nose hairs are important to have because it like
block the
captures
germs.
bacteria, all of it.
Bacteria.
It's just like a clean canal. It's just
I knew that.
Mariah got me this nose hair trimmer that I'm obsessed with. It's manual.
What?
It's like a little, like a paper staple remover. How you like
that
pinch
is
it.
exactly what it's like.
It's that same mechanism, but with like a little circle tip, and you pinch it like this up in there.
What?
And
It
cuts it?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
so it's not
amazing.
taking it from the root, which is good because it's protecting and stuff. But it is trimming.
And it's also not like catching like the electric one where you're like up in there like, "Brr." You just literally go in like this. You squeeze it like 2 times.
Whoa.
That's
and
it?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I got it on Amazon.
I love it.
Because like once you use your electric ones, you really don't want to charge that thing, change the batteries if you have like it's annoying.
And also the electric ones like tickle and they like buzz around and you kind of like do these. You just go in like this, just pinch, and it's done.
Cool.
I love it.
All right, I'm gonna get myself one.
I'll get it for you.
I have
Highly
Thank
recommend
you so
it.
much.
my Manscaped one that just
The electric, they just tickle me.
yeah.
I don't like the
And, like, you
sensation.
start sneezing. You're like,
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the episode. We're going to jump into the unwind. And if you don't have our Patreon, patreon.com/Zane and Heath, we keep these cameras rolling. You get an extended cut of every single episode. We also do a bonus episode every single month. We do a live Q&A every single month. It's a great time. Again, patreon.com/Zane and Heath if you want to check it out.
Amazing. I blacked out. I didn't know what you said, but all right. We'll see you unwind in 5 seconds. Love you. Mwah, mwah. Have
Peace.
a good day. Have a good life.
Have a good life.
Have a good life.
doodles.